Nice. Let's go. Okay. Do you want to start, Suvit?
Yeah, sure.
Like just showing what you've been working on?
Yeah. Okay, you have to give me rights for sharing.
Yes. There.
Right. So I was supposed to, you can see, right? Right. Uh,
Yes.
so I was supposed to work on serial and deserialized CKB documents. And for that, I opened a PR on the Modelina side to fix certain bugs that we had. So now this is merged and we're able to serialize and deserialize. For now, we have the a minimum parser in Go, which can parse async API from files, data structures, and from API. Like you can fetch it over URL and then parse it, and it gives you a one-to-one representation of the async API file, where we're using Modelina to create all the models, and it supports spec version 1 to 3, like spec 1.0 to 3.0. And yeah, so this is where I'm at, and currently I'm working on. I'll update the docs completely. Yeah, so that's where I am.
Nice. I think it would be great to have more docs
Yeah.
for example, one of the, like basically just for each use case, so you show exactly how to use it. Because that's basically where everyone is
Uh,
going immediately.
yeah. What? So there was a like work on some of the project, right? Where like we had the tests for it. Like we're about to figure out like which are the minimum tests you need for the parser to be like qualified. Uh,
Mm, we don't have that.
okay. So
Yeah.
like will at some point that be used on the parcels that we're building, right?
What do you mean?
So like once we, so I think Pavel is working on that, right? So once we have like a working on that thing, so we have to implement that on our parcels for tests.
What what he's currently doing is adding tests for each JSON schema, like basically for each object within async API document. And then making sure that the JSON schema documents actually validate the right things
Okay.
and make it invalid when it shouldn't be supposed to. So none of that is a test compatibility kit, or none of it can be easily reused in your parser, at least not currently.
Okay.
Maybe in the
Yeah.
future.
So okay. So this is where I am with the Go parser.
Cool. What's next?
Next I okay. So this thing we shouldn't be closing this, right? So this is only for Go.
You
There'll
can
be like more.
you can deassign yourself, basically. Like just
Okay.
take you
Okay.
off of the assignment.
Okay. So I
And
can
if
do that.
and then if no one else is on that issue, you can move it into not in focus.
Okay. So I'll update that. Other than that, what else we have? The documentation part, right?
Probably, yes.
Uh,
You can filter the issues with parser, for example, tags.
this is done. Oh, okay, yeah, this one. You can assign me to this one,
You
or
can
I
do
can
it
assign
yourself.
myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just move it over to from not in focus to in focus.
And what should I do with this one?
Just deassign yourself and then
Okay,
move
and should
it.
I
If
not
no
in
one
focus?
else is on it, I think we can move it. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, this is where I am.
All right.
Okay.
Cool. Let me pull up the Python part. I have way too many VS Code open. Browser. Do I not have it open? Alright, it's gonna take a little while. It needs to open everything. There we go. Okay, I need to close some stuff. This is way too much. Converter. Right, there we go. All right, there we go. It almost feels like my computer is about to burn down. Yeah. Should be sharing the screen now. All right, so basically, I'm still working on perfecting the one-to-one representation. There's a bunch of support functions that are available, but I still need to clean up the documentation for it. I've added a bunch of tests for making sure that I can deserialize and serialize the async API documents, and that they're serialized correctly with, for example, extensions, and that unions, that's one of the huge things, are serialized and deserialized correctly. But that works now. Then further than that, I have filtered out the, wait, or have I? I might not have actually. No, I haven't. Okay. Because my idea was to basically remove the RFCs, because I don't really see a need for it to be there, even if we can, because they're just work in progress. I don't know whether it's a good idea.
So I should I also remove them?
That's the discussion we're having now. Do you think we should?
Like where are those things used?
That's the thing. I can't remember the last time I have seen an RFC actual async API document. But then again, because it's auto-generated, most of it, it's not that it matters that much. So we can keep it if we want, but I considered removing them.
Yeah, we can remove them. We can remove them, and if anyone comes and says that they need it, then you can just generate it, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. I also considered whether we should, for example, right now you don't have any descriptions or examples on anything below 2.6. I'm not even sure that these have descriptions.
Okay.
Some of them have, okay. But below 2.6, none of the schemas have descriptions. Should they have it? I don't
Yeah,
think it
like
matters. It's a lot of work though.
yeah. I mean, to add descriptions, you have to change the spec, right?
You have the
Yeah.
JSON schema documents, yeah.
Yeah. So wouldn't that make the like wouldn't it be a different spec than the one that's being served?
No, because it's what's defined as meta information.
Oh,
It's
right.
basically just additional information for the schemas themselves. So they don't require a new version, for example. At least I don't think they do. Yeah, let's just keep it simple and not include it in the work for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as I finalize this, I'm gonna publish the parser and finish the README files. I can't remember whether there is. Yeah, because after that, everything else works, or not only works, but yeah, works as intended. So I think from that point onward, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's what I had for now. And then we also, Pavel is almost finished with his, I know, with his work with the testing of the schemas. So that's good. I also know the status of I also know the status of
Lawrence.
Lawrence's donation of his tool. So far, there haven't been any rejections or disapprovals. So I think the next step is probably gonna be to donate that and finish that entire process. But yeah, I think that's all the updates for today. We are still on for in 2 weeks. I have created the meeting already because I don't want to keep forgetting it. So yeah, anything you want to add, Alex or Sue?
No.
All right, let's call an early meeting then.
Okay.
All right, take care, folks. See you next time.
Yeah.